Hello everyone and welcome to Factorio. I'm Parm and it is time to play Seablock. Let's check. So Multiplier Manager is getting updated. I think it's because Factorio version was slightly updated. So let me check what exactly we do in the previous episode. And in the previous episode we built this awesome block, looks like. And it's working on both sides. That is great. What's not great is that we don't seem to have quite enough power, but this will be fixed. This will be fixed once we get a little bit better power. Why is this? Why nothing receives, like, collects power from this one? From the store. Okay, I didn't see this sign. Yeah, it's okay. Let's see. What should we do now? That's the question. What should we do now? So we have this power plant almost built, I think. If we paste this one on top, okay, it doesn't work because we have better ports. I'm slightly surprised how we even managed to place it here. It's okay. Let's upgrade our ports here. We can do that. Yep. And now that they're getting upgraded, we can paste this thing. Nice. That is looking good. Right, this part is not quite ready yet. So let's kind of think. What should be the focus? What should be our focus today? This block? Or should we get a little bit more stuff? For example, Robite, right? Robite is what we were slightly short on. So we have this one, we have this one. We don't really have Robite. So maybe Robite and Barbonium are actually the things that we should do. I don't know. We could try to paste this in here, like to build it. And while that's happening, we could try and figure out what to do with Saphirite, with Saphirite processing. Maybe. I'm not fully convinced. I'm not fully sure that's the way, to be honest. Yeah, not sure. Okay, let's see. Let's see. We are producing here 300 of the trash store, right? Like this block will be producing 300 per second. What would it take us to process this 300 per second? Well, this is what we would be doing for, like, to process one square. What if we are going for basically 300? How bad is that? We need a lot of... Well, do we? We don't actually need a lot of sulfur for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why, but we are very, very sulfur positive here. Okay, that's actually pretty good. It's actually pretty good that we have sulfur positive. I'm not sure it's actually gonna matter because I'd like to use slightly different approach here with sulfuric acid. Like I think I explained it in one of the previous episodes. I basically want to collect sulfuric acid, put it like on rail. Well, not sulfuric acid, I guess, the sulfuric wastewater. I'll put it on rails, and I will just, drive it over here, and here with buffers it will be reprocessed into sulfur, which is like 5 times more efficient than this process, than hydro plant extracting sulfur from sulfuric wastewater. So this is not very efficient. The buffers are, and I will be like sending out sulfur from there, and this should solve all my sulfur issues. So the same kind of here. I am not sure I want to have this hydro plant in the long term, but for now it's okay, right? It's just one building to extract sulfur from sulfuric wastewater. Let's see, so if we go and are trying to process 300 of this, how can we do this? So we need 200 over refineries. But honestly, I don't want to have so many. What if we do something like this? 60, it means that we need 5. That's not good. That's not looking very good, because we seem to need a lot of buildings. Right. We need a better process here, like this. Let's double check that I'm using the correct buildings. If I go for green buildings, that's gonna be our real kind of end game speed, right? Because we're designing, we are trying to come up with the end game design at this point. Right, what is here? It's the latest one, efficiency module, so that I just can see that the stuff is planned properly. Okay, we don't actually need that many. And here, we probably do. Okay, so here we have it. We would need 2.3 our refineries. That's a lot. That is a lot. So let's do the following. Let's say I'm taking 300 and I divide it by 2.33, and maybe even multiply by 2. So it's 257. Let's say we are going for 257. This way, we need only 2 of these buildings. And this block, 257, is for both of these lines. So in theory, we could have one line going above and another line going below. In theory. Not fully sure about that. I'm not fully sure of that, to be honest. Wait, but 300 is what we'll have here on this block. If we have 2 of these blocks, we actually have 600. Interesting. So why don't we try to squeeze this much in one line? Okay, let's see. Let's see. Do we have a nice block for the rails? This is looking pretty nice, to be honest. Can you just build it like here? Like this? Just like that? Yeah, the intersection needs some work. That's okay. And I should probably paste this one as well. Does it fit? Yes, it actually does fit. I like to paste it here. Here, And here just to get RoboPorts, to be honest. It's just for the RoboPorts. And we are missing the middle connection, which is a little bit surprising. Let's double check. If we turn it, it still fits. Over there it still fits. Wait, and here it doesn't fit. We did something wrong. It also doesn't fit. Let's delete this. Let's paste a new one. And if I rotate it, it would still fit. Let's fix our lines here, because yeah, we seem to have some problem. Okay, fixing power poles. That's good. And fixing this power pole. Oh, wait, what? Yes, and this one. Also off by one. It's taken a while. Okay, nice. So we did something. And here we can also add it. Here. And here. Nice. And I remember we shouldn't have these substations on the sides, because they will just get blown up. Okay, nice. This part is getting the power, so we are actually building this power plant. Or, you know, at least we are trying to do it anyway. Okay, what is going on? Where are the robots? The robots are not doing much. Why is that? We just don't have the steam turbines. Right? Why we don't have them? Let's double check. Oh. Yeah, this is not looking very encouraging, to be honest. What's the problem here? We are missing... What are we even missing? Gears? We don't have gears, right? Probably because we don't have the metal. Where is our titanium? Yep, we don't have it. And why we don't have it? I thought we fixed the problem with it. Right, we fixed. It's just that it's still not quite enough. It's okay. It's okay, so it will get built relatively soon. Meanwhile, let's continue kind of figuring out what we can do here. So we can build like 4 of this, 4 of this, and 2 of this. Let's think. Okay, let's maybe try to just start building stuff, and then we can, you know, make it better, you know, figure out exactly what we want to do with it. Right. So, if I wanted to build, let's think, I could have... How could we do it? Let's think. Let's think. Like, I could have 2 of this. Oh, 2, right, 2 to 1, that's correct ratio. I could have 2 of this. So this could basically be... This could basically be the way we are doing it. Let's divide it by 2. 100. It's hard. 128, right? Or something like this. So we can get 128 separate crystals. By having kind of this build. Well, I'm not sure I like it. I am not convinced I like it this way. Let's move this side. So we need each building to get basically 2 belts. Each building will be getting 2 green belts of stuff. And then that should be enough, right? Let's see, do we have... Oh no. What happened? How did this happen? What did they do? Oh, I see. That's the problem. We are not supposed to have this connection to go up there. This one to be removed. This one we will remove it this way. Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate that things are getting connected like that too easily, way too easily. Okay, but this should have fixed probably that problem. So now what we want to do, we basically want to bring, well, we can bring, that's the thing, we can bring 4 belts here. So in theory, if you could build 4 of this with lots of beacons around, that would be great. Let's try and do that. So we have, this block, I guess, here. Right here. How many beacons do we have here? We have only 40 beacons, and I was going for 60. But 60 beacons is expensive. I don't know. I don't want to spend, like, to use 60 beacons on this stuff. I want just to... Let's say we'll just build, I don't know, 4 of this, like that. If we have 60 beacons, not 60, did I say 40? What was the number here? The number was 40, but in reality it's gonna be 38. So, if I have here 38 beacons, how bad is that? We need 3. And here, I'm also going for 38. And chances are that here I will also go for 38. So, let's think about like this. The exact amount of stuff that we are producing, it's not important. Yeah, let's think about it like this. It's not important. What's important is to preserve the ratio. Basically 2 to 2 to 1 between these buildings. That's really it. That's the only thing that we want. And let's think. So 128 divided by 3. It's like around 40. How many beacons do we have here? We have 118 beacons, so that's not a lot of power that we need for this block. Could we make it better? Could we like fit 6 maybe somehow? How could we fit 6 here? Is it possible? So if I moved all of this up there, like this, if I moved all of the top, do we have enough space for 2 more? No, we don't. We do not have space for 2 more. But I'd like to somehow double it, maybe like this. So this would be 6, but then we could have a problem with like with how exactly we are gonna connect it. Yeah. That's quite interesting. Well, the alternative is that we could have 4 of this here. No, wait. I won't really be 6, so maybe even more. So if I do it like this, and I start bringing belts from here, we have only 4 belts, right? The input is limited to 4. By the way, I'm not sure we know whether this requester station actually works properly, but I think we should be able to make it work. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one, I moved it a bit. Okay, I'm not sure whether all of this are actually working. See if I flip it vertically. It all kind of fits. I'm really not sure whether it's working correctly or not. So it's 1, 2. Let me just double check to make sure that the placement of inserters here is correct. Well, not placement, but configurations of inserters are correct. I think that's it. We don't have any more stations up there. So let's hope that everything's working fine. What I would like to make sure now is that if we get 4 belts of that stuff, then we can actually fit 8 of this. So 4 belts would be how much? 4 times 75, it's 300, right? It's exactly 300. Well, it does look like we are in a good shape, though the problem here is that let's think. We are missing 1, 2. How would that part work? Let's take a look. So let's say I'm bringing something in here, like this. We'll have a splitter. We'll send some stuff to the side, and the remaining one will be just moved over there, and we'll have something like this over there. Now we could also take the output here, right? We could take the output, we could bring it up there, and we could take another output here, And we can actually bring all of it up there and then kinda return it, right? Let's see. Oh right, I forgot, because I want to export all of that as well. I don't want to fully process it. I want all of these kind of intermediate things to be exported. Oh, that means that we'll need a lot of belts. We'll need to drag a lot of belts along the way. Right? But at the same time, we cannot really get more than this, right? This is the maximum. 4 belts. And... okay, let me check something. So, we'll have some input going here. If I used purple one, how far can I get it? Almost where it needs to. Almost where it needs to be. It's okay. Let's see. Can I bring this one here? I don't think so. Well, I guess we could have it here, and this would give us one extra beacon. But the thing is, we don't really need it, right? So we have 37 here and 37 there. So we have 37. If we change this, oh no, not here, like this. If we change this part to 37, should still be fine, I think. Right, we are slightly overbuilding it. We are like overbuilding it by half of the machine. And we can't really do anything about it, can we? Well, we could reduce the number of beacons, I guess. But that is not super fun, I think. I don't think it's too fun. Right, let's say we are removing this part, and we'll have... actually, we need to remove more than that. We're removing all of these beacons, and we'll have something like this. Also, let me actually upgrade it to purple. So... this is not looking that bad, right? I think it's looking fine. At least I like what I see here. So what we are getting 2 outputs. Well, we are getting like the initial belt, and we are getting the... why do we need crushed stone, by the way, here? Why do we have crushed stone as a pass-through? I don't want crushed stone as a pass-through. Yeah, I don't. I do not want that. That was a mistake. So let's say we are not getting crushed stone as a pass-through. We will have the other thing, right? Let me just copy fresh one here. Just build it like 1, 2, 3, and we will have this process running in there. Is this correctly? I think so. 1, 2, 3, 4. And these are green, right? We don't have Legion Plant 3. At least I don't think so. Let's maybe start with something easier. Lichen plant 2. Okay, this is much better. Okay, so this one we definitely have. And this thing, rotation cell 3. Flotation cell 1. That's not a good sign. But let's assume that we have actually flotation cell 3. Yeah, it's purple one. We should have it. So we could have 2 of them also in this block, in theory, and 2 of them in another block. Well, I guess 4 of them in here, and then we'll need 4 ore refineries that you could place over there somehow. Maybe. Yeah, the main question I have is how exactly are we gonna load all of that into the output station? Because that... yeah, that might be a bit tricky, because we have 3 outputs, but only 2 stations, right? We have a station here, in theory, and station here. So what should we do? So we have 2 stations and 3 outputs. Oh, I know. I get it. So these things, they do not actually have a... like, they will not be running all at the same time. Well, they will be running all at the same time, but the total output that we are producing is still 300, so we can still use like 4 belts to fit all of this into our houses. We'll just need to do like some checks in terms of whether our house needs a particular kind of level of processing or not before the splitter, so we can have like 2 splitters basically merging these 3 things. I'm not sure. Wait, why? Not these 3 things. These 3 things, right? They will be merging chunks, crystals, and purified ore. So these 3 can definitely be merged. Have 1 input, 1 like high throughput input, and it will all go in 1 high throughput output. And we have 2 trains. Here, how is the output configured again? So we're adding 144, right? So it's 244 stacks. Let's multiply 200, well, to 288, right? Times 200, it's 57,500. So there is, and the limits here, it's exactly 1 train, I believe. Yep. The limit will be exactly 1 train. So there's really no point in having more than 60,000 of each type. Okay. Okay, let's see what we can do. Yeah, interesting. So I kind of want this design, to be honest. But I'm not fully sure. I'm not 100% sure about that. Okay, how much space are we leaving here? Let's see. We are leaving. I don't know, maybe too much. Right. Let's change a little bit our approach to all of that. We will have this block, pretty much exactly the same thing. We'll have it here. Alright. Oh. The ghost is in the way, that's okay. We'll have it somewhere here. We will need to bring 4 belts. 3. Well, let's leave a little bit of room. So here are the 4 belts that we'll be bringing. We need a little bit of space, right? So let's move this whole thing to the right by 2. 1, 2. You should be able to mirror this exact setup above. Actually, yeah, you should be able to mirror it, but that will come in the future, because from what I see now, there is LO. I was gonna say that we have a lot of room, and we do kind of have lots of room like in the middle, but there's actually not a lot of room in here to properly load everything. How's the loading? How's the loading looking? These things, it's like it's kind of hard for me to tell for sure like how exactly this stuff needs to be done. Is it here? We could have something like that. Yep, this is probably the loading. Yeah, this is not a lot of space, to be honest. I don't like it. I don't like the fact that we don't have lots of room here. It would have been better if we used only 4 lines here for the leeching. And then we'd be able to do something here. Yeah, because initially I was thinking, okay, let's have first processing here, then we'll build stuff over there, we'll have second stage here, then build it back, have last one, third one here, and we'll build all the output over there. But now I don't like this. I do not like this anymore. We will not be doing it. So I want to have 2 lines for like some extra room over there. Let's do that. Is this enough space? I mean, it kinda is. Looks like that's enough space. The only problem, well, it's not even a problem, but we do not want to let this thing go through. We don't want that output. We are not interested in it at all. So let's paste this things here. Okay, nice. That is gonna be 1 output. This is the second one. This will be the third one, and we have a problem because the 4th one does not have enough space. We didn't leave enough space for it. That's okay. Let's move all of this to the left by 2. Yep, let's do it like this. The 4th one will go here, and we should have enough space for all of them. Nice. Now, what should we do next? Let's say they will go here, actually. I think we didn't need that. We could make it a little bit more compact, now that I think about it. Yeah, we definitely can make it a bit more compact. Let's do that. Let's move it back. Forward again. Yep, something like this. So we have 4 belts and they're completely identical. Like we don't even need to balance them because they're supposed to be balanced. Nice, so we have 4 of them and we want to pretty much take the same thing and kind of paste it here, like this. And we are trying to go for the most compact kind of layout. I think that would be the most compact one. And we don't need to let it go. Oh, right. We don't have... We don't have to let it go through. Yeah, we don't need to collect the output. We could use like literally the same design. Not output. We don't need to have like to let the input go through there. We could use exactly the same design, but then I would actually prefer the input to be here, the output to go here, and then the output will go through 4 leaching plants or refineries. Yeah, or refineries here and just kind of pass right through it. So let's redo this. That means that I got too greedy here and should just a bit like this. Yep. We are changing all of this again. It's okay. It is okay, but we'll have very, very beautiful base at the end of it. At the end, we'll have very, very beautiful base. This whole thing, basically want to cut it and to kind of rotate it. Right? I don't know yet how exactly it all would be looking like. Let's something like this. We'll have these belts. Oh wait, we can copy this part. I can just copy it, I think. Let's do this. Yep. So copied it, and we want to actually have a little bit more space. So let's remove all of that and move it up by 1. Right, we have room exactly for 2 belts here. I don't know why I keep in this, you know, a couple of tiles around the power plant. I just want to make it look a little bit nice, you know. Right, this whole thing seems to be incorrectly placed. That is okay. We'll move this on down by 1, down by 1, down by 1. Good. This is great. So, and the output here is it's this thing, sapphirite crystals. So sapphirite crystals will come from this side. Great. Now here, what I'd like to do, I would like to actually have splitters here, because I do not want all of this to be I basically want only... Well, I actually want to give priority here for the items to go to the left. But if we do not have a use for like a higher level of processing, then we let them kind of go straight. How can we do that? How can we do that? Let's finish this part for now. Right, we're just letting it go forward, I guess, and adding an underground belt or something like this. Right? Okay. Yeah, that's basically it. That is it. So we can... Oh, wow. Little... I think like this. Great. What's next? What's next? Let's see. I need to give priorities to the splitters, but it's okay. It is okay. We can do it later. Now, this part. How exactly would we want this connection to work? I think I'm just taking stuff, bringing them here, taking stuff there, from there, bringing it here. Simple as that. And I want the same thing to be done here. Oh, okay. Like this. This is looking pretty good. I like what I see so far. So we have 8 processes, like 8 flotation cells. These are actually not flotation cells. This is supposed to be leaching plants. But not this leaching plants, the other leaching plants. Not this leeching plants, let's switch it to the worst here. Right. Because this way we'll be able to just take the thing and paste it in there. Like this. Okay, nice. So the thing here to keep in mind is that we actually need quite a bit of sulfuric acid here. So we need to produce it somewhere. Probably here. We will see, because I can take, or for now we could be actually producing it here, but in the future this station could be the export of sulfuric wastewater. Could be exporting sulfuric wastewater, and this station could be importing sulfuric wastewater. Oh, not sulfuric wastewater, sulfur, and it will be feeding this part. That is for the sulfur. This is like a simple processing process. For the other ones, things might be a bit complicated, but good news is that we have a little bit of space here to do something. Not sure what exactly we'll need to do, but we can do something here. For example, if no one is taking sulfuric wastewater, we can actually like try to clarify it here. We have like a bit of space here, maybe even some space there. So it's probably doable. So it's hard to tell at this point, but it should be possible to figure something out. Okay. And yeah, all of this will basically go kind of forward here, and we'll figure out what to do with this, because we wouldn't need this line. We don't need it. We can remove this part as well, I think. What we do need here, we need kind of I guess this kind of input. Maybe not even this kind of input, we need this input. More or less. Just take it, paste it. We... Oh, didn't paste it, did we? Right. Okay, we'll remove this one. We'll paste this one again. Let's think. One, two. Well, this is input. This is input. Okay. Replace this one. This one is another input. We can bring it like this. This is third input. One. One. Okay, this is third one. And I guess this one will be the fourth one. We didn't leave any extra room here. Guess we shouldn't do it here either. Well, okay, let's kind of be more precise. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 tiles. And here we have one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's move all of this to the left by one tile. Like this. Then it's kind of, in a sense, you could say it's like a symmetrical setup. Or mostly symmetrical anyway. Right, let's think. Here, we need to give priority to the left. That's important because we want to prioritize processing, like further refining to like higher stages. That's what we want to prioritize. What's going on here with our power plant? Is this like working or not? We don't have uranium reactors. That's not good. And this part is still getting built. Yeah, we are short on resources. Like we really need to scale this like part with resources, and yeah, it's gonna be great once we build this. Because from this moment on, we will not have to be rebuilding that. We'll just have to be upgrading, like inserting better modules in there. Maybe figuring out something with the beacon tiers. We'll figure that out. Shouldn't be that complicated. Oh, look at that. This is actually wrong. This whole thing is wrong. Let's delete it. Because we have our refinery. So our refinery. It has more space for beacons. The question is, do we need to give it more space? I don't think we do. I don't think we care, to be honest. It fits just fine in this grid. Why did I delete my grid? That's such a beautiful grid. Alright, let's basically do this. Right. So we just have this thing here and a loader going like this. Well, except I want to move all of this up a little bit. This part will also be moved a little bit up. And here, what are we doing? We're basically adding it a little bit more beacons. That is completely fine. And here, we have the output. And the output kind of look like this. So it ended up having more beacons, 38. Wait, what? I'm confused. And this one? it's 7. It's exactly the same number of beacons. Why is that? Oh, because we... Right, I see it now. We could have fit a little bit more if we left like more room around, but I just honestly don't see the point, because we don't have prod modules. It's not gonna benefit from, you know, standard prod module things. So I might as well just do it like this. Manage it like this. I think this is looking not that bad. Have it here. Here we just need to move all of this up by 1. This one up by 1, this one up by 1, and actually this one should also be moved up by 1. Alright, let's copy it, paste it here. Nice. So here we have it. Now the tricky part is to load everything in there, because we have basically 4 triples of belts. Well, we don't quite have them yet, but we can get them, right? I think... right, this one is around 1. Cost is in the way. We want to have it a lower tier. We want to have a lower tier 1 here, at least for now. Good. That is good. Here we have the priority. It all goes. This is the input, this is the output. It's collected here and it's sent over there. And we need to say that the priority is to send it to the left. Like we want the stuff, sorry, to the right. So it's like the opposite of this one. We can actually do it. Right now we could copy it. Just, I don't want to wait for... I don't want to wait for the things. And speaking of that, why don't we do the same thing here? Why don't we say that the priority here is to fit the closest line? Would be better. If you fit the closest one first. Or maybe let's keep it even. Let's keep it even so that we have a even consumption and production and basically demand for these lines with purified water and sulfuric wastewater. Yeah, let's keep it even. This thing, did I change anything? No, we'll also keep it even. This one, priority to the left. Here we have priority to the right. And now, what's next? I think I just want to get 4 of this brought up there. Oh, like this. It's going up, right? Just want all of them to be up there. And we'll move this slide. Oh, like this. We'll move it slightly to the right. Like this. Okay. Nice. So here we have it. Here is our like this. Here are the 3, oh well, 4 triples of the belts incoming, and we would want to have some logic in terms of how exactly we imagine the thing here, but I guess we can do it later. We'll need to read basically the content of the silo, and based on that either like allow or deny, basically control the belts, whether we are blocking the belt or not, based on what's in there. Right. So here is kind of general look of how I want this stuff to work. We can, like, we will be able to mirror it on this side when we want it. Because right now I don't believe we actually want to do that. But in the future we can totally mirror it. So if you're having problems with a particular kind of processing, refining stage, we should be able to do that. We should be able to do something about that. We could, in theory, even add a fifth one, but then we will not be able to feed it. Yeah, like we cannot even feed this 4 lines, to be honest. Like fully, we only are using 7.5 rotation cells, which is not great, but let's say it's okay. Let's say that is okay, because what are really the options? We cannot really squeeze it into just one building. And since we cannot have one building, we still want to like process all 4 belts. So I feel this is one of the easiest kind of ways we can do that. Okay, maybe should we try to connect this thing here? Interesting. So all of them are highlighting both the rails and the silo. And these ones, they are not really highlighting the silo, are they? No, they are not highlighting the silo. Interesting. Yeah, I think that we should wait to have all of this actually placed, or like somewhat placed, at least the power plants. The power plants are the most important, in my opinion, so we should make sure that all of this is placed, and then next step would be connecting this input station so that it receives stuff from here, and from here we'll be relying on trains to deliver it kind of just across. Yeah, it might look strange, and it probably is, but that's the way I want to do it. So we'll do it like this. And we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it works. It should... I expect it to work correctly. Like there is not a lot of things that can be broken, like can be going wrong at this point. Let's hope that everything is gonna work fine here. Could even just copy this one. Right, why don't we do this? I could copy this whole part, this whole station, kind of paste it here, and we'll need to change the names, obviously. Right, we will have to change the names at some point, but it's fine. We'll do that. Okay, let's take a break. I don't like what's going on with titanium, to be honest. I don't like it one bit. We have 3000 of titanium, so that's good, right? Oh, and it's going to the blue circuits. What's the situation with... And this one is going to... Right, this is the blue circuits one. What's the situation with blue circuits, by the way? Oh, let's say with red circuits. Red ones are being produced. That's good. And the blue ones, where are they? Yeah, they are. They're also getting produced. What are we short on in this case? We are short on chunks. We are very short on chunks. Okay. Okay, that's fine. We are working on that, right? We are working on that part, at least on Saphirite, Stereotype, and Bobmonium ones, because, well, actually, the design that we have so far, it applies to all of them. It works for all of them. It's just like the difference is what exactly we would need to be like feeding them here. And I'm not sure. I'm no longer sure that I like this anymore because. Right, I don't like this. Doesn't leave us room to work with the station. But we could move these belts up there and kind of belt them here. Kind of like this. We could belt them there, so... Should we do that or not? Let's keep it like this. I think it should be fine. If we're experiencing problems, we should be able to figure something out. One thing that I don't quite like is the fact that this thing goes right on this line. Maybe we should just break them apart and move it a little bit to the left and to the right, kind of like we are doing here. And then we would hope that there wouldn't be a connection between them, even though there probably would. But we can cut, right? We can cut the connection between this part and that part. Kinda, in a way, similar to how we are planning on doing it here. Because once we upgrade these substations, they will start touching across, but it can be fixed. It's fine. So maybe we should do the same thing here. You know what, let's do the same thing here, and let's do it right now. I'd like to have it fixed right now. Alright, what are we doing? Moving it here. Oh, wait, we are supposed to be cutting it. Let's cut it. Here. Here. Moving it there. This thing. We copy it. Paste it here. And the remaining part, we are cutting it. And moving it here. I placed this one wrong. I'm gonna cut it and move it a little bit to the right, like this. Yep, I believe this is gonna look much better. I like it. I already like it more. I already like it a bit more. We'll have exactly the same thing here, right? Yep. Nice. So that's the layout that we'll be using for the ore refining. Good. This connection will figure it out. At some point, is there anything else important that has to be done right now? I don't think so. I don't think so. We are waiting for the buildings to get delivered, to be placed here. It's gonna take some time, which is... it's fine. This part is also getting built. So we are trying to build 2 power plants at the same time, and none of them is getting built. Yeah, that wasn't the greatest idea to place one more port over there. I probably shouldn't have done that. I probably should not have done that. It's fine. It's not that bad. Okay, let's take a break. Let's save here. That was episode 225. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers!